Hello, hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to ranking every species in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So, we're not going to play around with this, let's just fire right on with number 73, the Apatosaurus. Now, in the last one, I was talking about the Diplodocus and how I didn't really have much to say about it. I kind of wish I did the Apatosaurus then, but the reason why Apatosaurus is here, and it's better than Diplodocus, is it's a much more heftier creature. It was in the film, so you kind of that wee emotional scene with Claire and Owen where we saw the slaying Apatosaurus by the Indominus, so it gets points from that, from having a kind of cute moment. It's nice and chunky, like it is thick with like 9 C's, like god damn. And it does have a kind of cute derp face. It kind of reminds me of an elephant, and I like elephants. Its skin is kinda... okay, it has a much more interest. You can't really see it that well on these skins, because I've just got all the skins at random. But I'd say its pattern is more interesting than Diplodocus, because you can kind of see like that faint blue, if you can make that out at all. Has you even got a pattern? You can kind of see like the dark patches in this one, so it does have a more interesting pattern. It does still have the same boring social, but all the sauropods do. But yeah, it's here just because its pattern's kind of better, it was in the movie, and it is kind of cuter. Our next dinosaur, another carnivore, the Junkosaurus. Now, I like Junkosaurus, but it is hideous. It is ugly. It does have good skins. I can't remember if its social's interesting, but out of a lot of the other carnivores, I do like as much as I do like Junkosaurus, it's one of the lesser carnivores. Like, I wouldn't necessarily, like, when I go to pick one, this one doesn't jump out and scream at me, so yeah, like, I do like it though. I like how it does have the kind of pointed, almost spike-like protrusions along its body. It does look hideous. Like, the model's good, like, I'm not saying the model, but the actual dinosaur itself is ugly. So, are we going to see the social? We might... nah, I don't think we're going to do it. Like, this is a nice skin though. Like, it does have good skins, but it's ugly. And I wouldn't really put it in a lot of parks. I'd probably pick like Serato or like the Carno over it. So yeah. Sorry, Majunga. Back with the herbivores here, and it is Albertotitan. Albertotitan looks better than it did in this game than the previous one. Its skin looked waxed. It looked like it had got some special treatment. But so it doesn't have the waxed problem that it has now. Like, it actually has like a really nice texture. I kind of think it looks like it's covered in spots though, which is kind of one of the reasons. Like, it looks like if you run your hands down it, it would feel all bumpy and horrible. I will say a lot of its skins though, I think, are a bit of a downgrade from the last game. Like the actual colouring and the patterning, because that crest is a bit... I feel like they could have went with some really bright, crazy ones. You'll see that in some later dinosaurs, like the Centaurosaurus has a beautiful crest. Incredibly made. They had the kind of boring Hadrosaur social, like... and only one of them kind of really gets involved in it. Like, this one here rubs, but this one just kind of watches. It's kind of weird. One likes to rub and the other one just likes to watch. We're not going down that alley, but yeah. Its skins are just kind of meh. And I do think they could have done a lot more with this dinosaur. It pains me to my core to have Ankylosaur as number 70. Because it does look good. It is our big, hefty beefcake of an animal, an absolute tank. But I feel like its model, it just feels like it's lacking. I feel like it could be better. Like, I don't know, maybe it's like the texturing... okay, didn't like that. I'm sorry, don't hit me. Maybe it's the texturing. Like, I feel like on the back plates, the actual armoured parts, the texturing looks great. Like, it looks really good here. Like, it feels, but when you look at the face, it just... why are you running? Is the one that's in... you're in the... kinda in the daylight. Like, the face looks like lesser quality than the back, but then again, when I kind of look at that, the texture just kind of looks stretched out. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, so it's losing points for that. The texture's stretched. It's gigantic. That's actually a good part. I like how massive it is. It's got a cool social, but it doesn't feel like it has like a There's just something about it I think is lacking. You might actually see the social here, like the skin. Are we actually getting... Yeah, I get to see the social. Social's kind of cool. So that one walks past, where he chills there, he gets bopped in the face. Boom. And he smashes him back on the side. Well, that is cute and that is cool. That's a good social. But the skins are really lacking. I feel like its texturing could be better, like compared to some of the other dinosaurs. I feel like Anki didn't get as much love. And that's why you are here at number 70. Sorry pal, I actually love Ankylosaurus, one of my favourite dinosaurs. Next dinosaur now is the Tyrannosaurus. Tyrannosaurus was a dinosaur I would have probably ranked a lot higher in the last game, because I do like Tyrannosaurus, it is cool, but the problem with this one is it is basically completely identical other than having a bit of better texture. It doesn't have the same kind of waxed problem, but its textures, not its textures, its patterning and its colours aren't as good as the last game. But yeah, it is a cool, interesting pattern, it's an interesting dinosaur. It doesn't have, I think in the first game, I'm pretty sure when it ran, its sail wiggled about really weirdly. He is pulling a really weird face. Its social is it's kind of boring actually. Its social is a bit disappointing. I do like Tyrannosaur though, but when I was writing down the list and thinking about everything, this is just... I don't feel like it's better than the next couple of dinosaurs, so I'm sorry, Tyrannosaur had to be ranked here. If you love Tyrannosaur, I apologise, but I will say, in making this list, there will be dinosaurs that, like, some of these, like, even maybe my first 15 might have been your top 15. But I'm sorry, like, we all like different things, just appreciate, and don't be angry, don't be mean. I'm not being mean, I'm just speaking my mind. I do like the duck bill though, like, it looks really good, the bill looks good. Like, the texture is great, it's just the patterns are a bit boring and the social's terrible. And here is the Albertosaurus. I actually might change the ranking for Albertosaurus. You look great, huh? Albertosaurus looks a lot better. It does still have the kind of plasticky look though, like when it's in the sun. Okay, right, Albertosaurus, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to stay here. Okay, its skin pattern is incredible, yes. I love the big eyebrow ridges, so it's good. It has a really cool social, which was the problem with the Giga I forgot to mention. The Giga's social is shared by other dinosaurs, we're going to see it here. This is the same social the Giga has. Now I think, see if the Giga had its own unique social, it would have ranked better. Now I'm not saying just because it shares a social animation it's terrible. But I mean, like, a lot of, like, other carnivores have their own social, and I think they could have done something really cool with a Giga. That's one. So anyway, onto the Albertosaurus. So, it has a nice social animation, it's a nice designed dinosaur, but I just feel like out of all the other kind of theropod dinosaurs, or even just big carnivores, there is better ones. It does have a good skin though. I actually kind of feel bad putting you here now, because I don't really have anything bad to actually say about you. But, other than, I just think there are better large carnivores, or medium carnivores, whatever. I think it comes under as a medium, doesn't it? There's probably better ones you could go with. Like, you see it later on, like, I think like the top 10, like 1 to 10, the majority of them I'm pretty sure are all carnivores. I hate the Galamachus. Now, when I say that, I don't mean I hate this. I do not hate the Jurassic World Evolution Galamachus. That skin is really nice. Like, it has a bit, like, it's nice, but it's still kind of tame. If it had something like the Archeo, it would have ranked better. But in general, I hate the Galamachus. Like, that's dinosaur, not the model, not this. Like, I hate Ark's Galamachus, I hate this Galamachus. And it's just because I think they're ugly. They're just so goddamn ugly. And the other problem, I'll just let you listen to some of these guys. Like, let's see if we can get some that are chirping about. No, they're all just running. So that's the other problem with Galamachus. They never stop. They just sprint. I get that's their whole stick, but they just run and run and run. Oh, you're back. Oh god. They just don't stop running, and they don't shut up. Like, they're just so noisy. They just cluck and chirp and haunt my nightmares. They just don't shut up. I genuinely do not like Galamachus. I hate them in any game they've ever been in. So you're losing points for that. To be honest, I might swap you around with Albertosaurus. Yeah, by the time we get to the end of this list, there might be some dinosaurs that will get swapped. But I'll have a list probably on the last episode of this. But yeah, sorry, Galamachus, you go here because I hate your species. I'm glad you're extinct. I feel like such a monster for saying that about the Galamachus. But now, Junkosaurus. Cute and tiny. Okay, that is all it has going for it. Its skin pattern is okay, but compared to like the Stegosaurus, Wahurosaurus, and Huayangosaurus, I always say that wrong, so please don't crucify me for that. It's kind of boring, really tame. I think they could have done something really interesting with the plates. But if I'm kind of comparing this to like the other stegos, like for example, I'm not comparing this with just every other dinosaur. I'm doing that, but as well as comparing it to the other members of its species. And out of all the stegosaurids, this is the least one I like. There goes a goat again. Like, I feel like, honestly, out of like all the dinosaurs I was surprised to make it in the game, this was one of them. I was really surprised like this made it into the game. Because I feel like Wahurosaurus, not Wahurosaurus, Huayangosaurus kind of fills up this thing's role, and it's social, cute, yes, but boring. Like it's like this is like just kind of seems like a really baby dinosaur. That's kind of the issue I have with it. It's not interesting enough. It is cute. I won't say it's not cute, but it's just boring. Okay, I was really stupid and I messed up the order. Elasmo should have been after Albertosaurus, but as I said, last episode of this, there'll be a list that shows you all of them in order. But yeah, Elasmosaurus. Back to the aquatics. I like Elasmosaurus. I love the absolute thing everyone hates about it, that it has this pure deep sea dragon monster vibe. Oh, the albino one looks terrifying. I really do like it. I like that vibe, the creepy kind of more monster. But at the same time, I would also like if it did look more like an Elasmosaurus. Fair enough, yeah, it would just look like a bigger plesiosaur, and maybe they didn't just want it to be copy-paste of Apatosaurus. But I don't know why. I think maybe if it looked more crazy like the Lipleurodon, I'd probably like it more, but if it was more tame, I would like it more. It's in the kind of middle stage of being monstrously realistic, and I just don't really like it. And its tail freaks me out. I don't like its tail. But I do like Elasmosaurus. It is a cool dinosaur, but compared to the other aquatics, it's just meh. I don't like it. I don't feel like it matches well with them. It stands out too much against them, which I know a lot of people say is a good thing, but it stands out for all the wrong reasons. So I'm sorry, Elasmo. On to the last one for today, number 64? Yes, number 64, the Dinocus. Now, Dinocus would be a lot better place on the list if it actually looked like a bloody Dinocus, but it doesn't. Now, I'm not here to rag on about that. I know people do that endlessly already. There's enough people doing that right now. Its skin is good. That is what Dinocus has. I like its skin. It always had nice patterning, like in the last game. Is there a nice purple one? Ah, damn. The purple one looks so good. It does have a better pattern than the last game, but it's not a Dinocus. It's a tadpole. It's a raptor tadpole love child. That is what this is. And that is why it's here. Now, looking at it, see if I look at this and if someone says it's a Dinocus, I'm like, okay, I guess. But if I look at this and I don't think of it as Dinocus, I think it as just a different dinosaur, I can appreciate it. Like, I do like the design, but I feel like if they made it more Dinocus, like I know Dinocus were mainly feathered, it would just be beautiful if it's feathered, because this was one of the dinosaurs, if it was in the game, I was hoping was getting a remodel, but as it clearly didn't. It's just the same dinosaur, much better textures though. I will give it points that in the first game, Dinocus was literally just a reskinned raptor. Like, it had basically all the exact same animations. It even sometimes made like the raptor noise, like see how the raptors stop and they make that kind of kung kung sound. Dinocus did that as well, except it had a different sound effect. It does have great sound effects as well. Its social is really interesting. I like its social. Yeah, it's interesting, it's feisty. And I do know you could probably say, oh, that Dilophosaurus and Raptor shared animations. They didn't though, because it had a different walk, had a different run. It spat at everything it attacked, and I think some of its kill animations were different. Where Dinocus was just copy paste of a raptor with some tadpole aesthetics basically. So since it still kind of looks like this and it doesn't look like a Dinocus, that's why it's here. But other than that, it's texture work. Like, look at the fin or frill on its head. That is phenomenal texture work. It looks really good. And I do appreciate that it does look like a much more unique dinosaur, but again, it still screams raptor to me too much. I know there is mods that fix it, but we're not doing like any mod creatures or anything like that. Hopefully maybe we could in future get like a redesign if there's a Dinocus in Dominion. I don't think there is, but we never know. It'd be cool if we got a feathered Dinocus. Maybe they might release like a feathered pack and at some point. That'd be a cool DLC. But anyway, now stop talking about that. Oh, he's gonna go for are we gonna get a kill animation here? Yeah, let's watch it. Going for a goat. And the problem as well that all the small carnivores have is they all run like raptors. Which, yeah, it's cool for the raptors because this is how the Jurassic World raptors run. But the Dinocus runs like this, the Dilophosaurus runs like this, Troodon I think it works with, Proceratosaurus runs like this, yeah, so they're all losing points for that. Did he fail to... I think they're all trying to hunt the one goat. Or they're panicking, I don't know. Anyway, that is it for today. So we did number 73 to number 64. I got a list here. So we're going to keep getting through this to get through the other dinosaurs. It might take a few more videos than I thought. Or we might just try and do even more than 15. Maybe we'll just try and do 20 next time. Just to kind of get through them, because there's a lot of dinosaurs and I'm not trying to drag any of this out. So I will see you all next time. Please like and subscribe and have a lovely day.